Hello everyone, thank you for watching this video. Now, in this part of today's video, right, we are going to look at Mathematics Syllabus T 2022 Paper 1, right? So let's begin with our first question. Right, over here, question following says, write the following in order of the size, starting with the smallest. So for us to do such a question, we need to change all the numbers into decimal preferably, then it's easier for us to compare. So to convert 22% into decimal is 22 divided by 100. 22 divided by 100, that gives you 0.22. Then square root 22 is 4.690. Then 22 to the power of -1. Anything to power of -1, right? This is actually 1 over the number 22. And this gives me the decimal 0.0454545. So it's actually a recurring number, right? Then the number 0.022. So let's take a look which one is our smallest number. Okay, if I were to look at this one is 0.04 and 0.02. So this one will be our smallest number, 0.022, followed by the next one will be our 0.0454545. But we write the original number, 22 to power -1. Then followed by the next bigger number, the one on 22%, and square root number 22. Have you gotten your answer? All right, next one, find the area of the trapezium. Now, area of trapezium, the formula is given by, area of trapezium is given by half A times A plus B times height. Now, where is the A and where is the B? The A and the B are the parallel sides. So you have this side and this side that's parallel. How do I know that they are parallel? The angle here 90, this angle here also 90, right? So they are form a pair of parallel lines over here. So in this case, this one can be your letter A, this one can be a letter B. Then I want to know my perpendicular height. So my perpendicular height will be the 4 cm. So in this case, we plug in half times A plus B. So 9 plus 5 times H, which is 4. Right, this one is quite commonly tested for trapezium. So please learn the formula. Right, if in case in the event that you really do not know how to find, okay, or don't remember the formula for trapezium, never mind, it's still okay. You can cut it into a rectangle and a triangle, right? So in this case, this portion over here will be, the whole thing is 9 cm, this part is 5 cm, the whole thing over here will be 4 cm, right? Then you can use area of the triangle, half times 4 times the height 4. Then area of the rectangle over here, this is 5 times 4, 20. Then you add the two of them together, 20 plus 8, still gives you 28. Right? So it still works. So if you cannot remember area of trapezium, use the area of cutting into a rectangle and a triangle. Okay, let's go on to the next question. Over here, sector area. Now, sector and arc length. So just since we are on this chapter, let us revise a little bit more. Area of sector. What is a sector? I always tell my student, sector looks like a pizza, right? So one piece of the pizza. Area of a sector. So there's a certain angle. This will be your theta, which is the angle over 360 degree times, we are talking about area. This is one part of a circle. So area of circle, pi r squared. Okay, if it's arc length, if they just want the length only, the arc, right? What is the arc? The arc is this portion over here. This is an arc. Okay, then I still need to use my angle, which is the theta, over 360 times arc length is a part of a circumference. So that will be 2 pi r. Okay. Okay. I'm writing the multiplication sign in because sometimes some students just press the number 2 pi and then you don't have multiplication sign. Your calculator may not work correctly. So please do plug in the multiplication sign. So in this question, it says calculate the area of a sector of the circle, radius 5 cm, sector length, angle 45 degree. So I'm going to use my formula for the area, the number 1 over here, this one. So the angle, which is 45 degree, over 360 degree times pi. And what's the radius? The radius will be 5 cm. So 5 squared, radius squared. Okay, press your fraction, calculate your answer. And that gives us 9.81747. So on and so forth, right? Got many different numbers at the back. Okay, just actually need to write only 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we round it off because it involves pi already. So number not accurate, we round it off to 3/6. That will give me 9.82 cm squared 3sm. Okay, we'll write this into our answer. Right, with that, I go on to the next question. This one is a polygon. Actually, it's a pentagon. They want you to construct a perpendicular bisector of side AB. It will look like a cockroach. Okay, I can't draw this question on my diagram over here. So maybe later I'll send you all the answers and picture of this in our Google Class chat. Okay, and our Google Classroom. So I'll send you the next question then. Okay, question number 5. Write down the next term of the sequence. So what is the pattern in this sequence? You observe that 11 go to 7 is a +6. 17 go to 23 is a +6. 23 go to 29 is a +6. So everything I'm going to +6. So I'm going to find the next term. The next term I need to +6. So 29 plus 6 gives me the answer 35. It gives me answer 35. Now find the expression in the simplest form for the nth term of the sequence. You notice this one is +6, right? This one is +6, +6, and +6. So in your sequence, you will have a +6 and need to have a letter N over here. So if it's +6, +6, then it will be +6N. If it's -4, let's say for example -4, then it will be -4, -4, then it will be -4N. If it's +7, +7, then it will be +7N. Okay, whichever pattern that is consistent. Right, next, but I need to start off with a number in front. What number +6 can give me 11? What number +6 can give me 11? I need to find out what is this number over here. So if I'm always adding 6, what I can do now, I can put -6. So 11 minus 6 will be the number 5. 5 plus 6 can give me 11. So my formula will start with 5 plus 6 and it gives me the first term 11 over here. Okay, so this one will be the expression for the nth term. Right, this one is 2 marks, so must know how to do. Next question, this one is f equals to 1.8c plus 32. What does this actually means? Find the value of f when c equals to 20. So f equals to 1.8. When they put 1.8c, it means 1.8 times the value for c, right? So I'll put a bracket to represent multiplication, then plus 32. Okay? Then now what is the value of the c? C is now the number 20. So I plug it 20 into my equation. Then I key this into my calculator. 1.8 bracket 20, which means times 20 plus 32. That will give you the number 68. Have you gotten the answer? Okay. Give me a minute, huh? Yeah. Okay, let me adjust my volume. All right. Okay, then let's continue. Next part, over here. Now rearrange the formula to make C the subject. This one is very common. Okay, a lot of papers always have this kind of question. So first, let's write down our formula. F equals to 1.8C plus 32. Okay, 1.8C plus 32. Then now what do we need to do? We need to make C the subject. But C is with the bodyguard 1.8. So we cannot do anything to it first. What can we do? We try to get rid of the number 32 first. This one is plus 32, right? So I need to bring it over to this side over here, undo the addition. It will become subtraction. That will be F minus 32 to give you 1.8 times C. Let me just roughly put this as multiply with C. Okay, 1.8 times C. Next thing, I do not want the number 1.8. Now C is on its own already. I don't want the number 1.8. So what can we do? We can divide away by 1.8. Take this whole expression, divide by 1.8. Okay, so divide by 1.8. So if I divide by 1.8, I'm left with C, right? This one will be F minus 32 over 1.8. However, we cannot have a decimal in a fraction. Now, normally our answer will stop here, then we can copy down the answer already. But in this case, we cannot have a decimal in our fraction. So what we are going to do is we are going to remove this decimal. How to remove? We are going to multiply by 10 to shift the decimal place. But if I were to multiply by 10 here, the fraction is only on its own. I'm not cross-multiplying or doing any answers or solving any equation. So I'm multiplying 10 to the denominator. I need to multiply by 10 to my whole numerator as well. Okay, I need to multiply by 10 to get rid of the decimal place, so to remove it from being 1.8. So in this case, this answer can become 10 bracket F minus 32. You just put 10 bracket 32, don't need to expand. And now 10 times 1.8 will become the number 18 equals to C. Okay, and what do we notice? We notice 10 and 18 can simplify. We can divide by 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 18 divided by 2 is 9. So then this answer will simplify to become 5 bracket F minus 32 over 9. So these few steps over here, this is a slightly harder question. Usually the past few years paper is not seen, only seen in this year's paper. So something a little bit special, please take note. Okay. Then in this case, what is the answer? So C is the subject. So C equals to whole of this. Then you get your final answer. All right. Have you gotten the concept? I repeat again. So for this step, we keep 1.8C. We want to get rid of 32. So we do a subtraction, right? So F minus 32. But then after that, I need to divide by 1.8 to get rid of the 1.8. So I divide by 1.8. But when we divide by 1.8, right, a fraction cannot have a decimal. You cannot have a decimal in a fraction. So what do? We multiply by 10 to shift the decimal place from 1.8 to make it become 18. But if I multiply by 10 to the denominator, I need to multiply by 10 to the numerator to keep the whole fraction the same, right? So it becomes like that. But I'm not going to multiply my 10 inside, because later I can simplify. 10 and 18 got common factor. I divide by 2 to give me 5 and 9. Then I get my final answer over here. Have you gotten the concept? Next question. Next question over here, this triangle ABC is shown in the diagram. Use Pythagoras theorem to decide whether is angle B a right angle. So in this case, always start with the longest side. So our longest side will be AC square, AC, Pythagoras theorem, right? So it will be AC square equals to 26 square equals to a number. Please don't give me what square root and stuff like that. So 676. Then look at the other two shorter sides. The other two sides, that will be AB square plus BC square, 20 square plus 17 square equals to, oh, the number is 689. Then what do we write? We must have our evidence first. This one must come first. Then our conclusion. Right, what to write in the conclusion? Since AC square not equals to AB square plus BC square, by the converse, your brand of the shoe, of Pythagoras theorem, right? So these two, in this case, they are not equal. So not the same, not equal. Then what do we do? Is it a right angle triangle? Okay, is the angle at B a right angle? Triangle ABC is not a right angle triangle. And if that's the case, therefore angle B is not a right angle. Okay, this one please study. This is the standard template of the answers. So please make sure you write your evidence correctly. Okay, then write your conclusion. Right, and then use the word converse of Pythagoras theorem. Okay, right? Let's go on to the next question. Solve this equation. So now what do we have to do? We have 5 bracket x minus 1 equals to 3x. So first thing, we need to save our x, okay, from prison, unleashed it. So we multiply the 5 in to both the one in front and the one at the back. So remember to multiply to the back side as well, okay? So 5x minus 5, not 1, equals to 3x. Now group all the x terms together. So I will try to shift 3x over, right? This is add 3x. Then here I'll shift the negative 5 over. So this is originally 5x is kept here. Equal sign stays in the center. Okay, 3x shift over. This is positive 3x, addition of 3x. To undo it, I need to do subtract 3x. Okay, this one is minus 5x. I'm subtracting 5x. So to undo, the shift over, it become plus positive now. So it become plus, okay, 5x. Here the number just 5. Then 5x minus 3x left with 2x is equals to 5. I don't want a 2, so I divide by 2. Right? Which one divide by which one? Okay, a lot of students, sometimes they make careless mistake. They say 2 divided by 5. No one is 5 divided by 2, okay? So x equals to 5 over 2. You can leave this as x equals to 5 over 2, or you want to use decimal place or fraction, 2.5, 2.5, or can. Okay, so this one will be your answer. If the number is not exact, let's say it's divided by 3, for example, 5 divided by 3, then try not to round it off to decimal. Keep the fraction, use the exact value. Okay, so fraction is still the best. Okay, write this ratio in their simplest form. So to write this ratio in the simplest form, you can actually use your calculator to help you. 24 over 32. 24 over 32. That will give you 3 over 4. It means the ratio here, this is 3, that is 4. Okay, but sometimes if you get a number like, let's say let's say 4/2, and you press your calculator to get answer 2. This is actually 2/1 lah, right? Something like that. But if not, then you can do manually. 24:32. You can divide by 2 first. You get 12. Divide by 32, divide by 2, will give you 60. Still can divide by 2 or can divide by 4. You get 3. So divide by 4, you get 4. Something like that. So you continue to divide until you get no more common factors, right? Then you can still get your answer. Next question. Write this ratio in the simplest form. Look very carefully over here. Is it just the number 5:4? No, the units are not the same, right? The units are not the same. So in this case, we need to change to make the unit the same. 1 meter is equals to 100 cm. This one, please memorize. So in this case, you get 5 cm is to 400 cm. Right? Then we can simplify our fraction. 5 divided by 400 or 5/400, 1:80. Or you divide by 5, 1:40 divided by 5, 80. Now we notice that our units is the same. We drop off the units for the ratio. Finally, got no more units. So it'll be 1:80. Okay. Next question, this one, for me to do this answer, let me write out our few basic property first. First one, letter F, the angles here should be the same if you have parallel lines. This is called corresponding angles on parallel lines, right? Angles on parallel lines. Then we have another letter U, or sometimes it can appear as letter C. Oops, right? It got a couple of different letters, right? A and B. So A plus B is equals to 180. This is called interior angles on parallel lines. Okay. Then letter Z. Right, letter Z. Okay, sometimes the letter Z, the Z can appear in another way as well. Can appear also like that, okay? This one also letter Z. Right, then this will be your angle, right, letter Z. So it can appear in different directions also. So sometimes you need to turn your paper a little bit to see the whichever. So the angles are the same for this one. This is called alternate angles on parallel lines. Then last but not least, we also have vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angles. Okay, but the last one got no parallel lines, so just remember. Okay, work out angle A, adjacent angles on a straight line. This one over here, they form one straight line, right? So this one simple, straightforward. 180 angles on a straight line. 180 minus 47. 133. Okay, angles adjacent, angles on a straight line. Next one, work out angle B. Now angle B, this one over here, have no number, so we use 47 already. We are going to try to think of 60. So this one is letter Z. So this is the alternate angles, the letter Z over here. So this one, angle B is just 60 degrees. Then last but not least, I have the angle C. This one I think should be quite obvious to some of you, right? This is a vertically opposite angle. So angle C is 60 degrees. Write down a letter D to mark an angle which is equals to 47. Where is the angle 47? Oh, 47 is down here. So I need another angle. Either I have an alternate angle. Okay, I can have an alternate angle. Then this angle is 47. They can label it D, right? Or maybe you don't want this angle, you can also use the corresponding letter F, right? So the answer can be this one angle D, or this one alternate angles, angle D. Both of them can be letter D with 47 degrees. Is that okay? Right? Use the corresponding or the letter for letter F or letter Z for alternate angles. Let's move on to the next question. Next question over here, the triangles are similar. So triangles are similar, right? So what do we have? We have, for me, I always draw out the big and the small triangles when they overlap, right? I'll try to find out the individual triangle so that I can see clearly. Okay, then now I know my larger triangle A, C, and E, 90 degrees, similar to B, C, and D, 90 degree. This one here got 8 cm, 3 cm. So what's the whole length for AC? 8 plus 8 is 16. So this part is 16 cm. So you notice 8, what is the ratio over here? This is 8, this is 16. The ratio is 2 times of each other. Okay, first one, find out the area of triangle BCD. Area of triangle is half times base times height. So the base will be the 8, the height will be 3 cm. That will be 12 cm squared. Okay, next one, they ask us to find the area for triangle ACE. ACE. So if ACE, I need area of triangle half times base times the height. Alamak, don't know what's the height. But what is the ratio that we have down here? We know 8 is to 16, right? So 8 is to 16 is actually 1 is to 2 times. So if this one is 3, then what is AE? So if I have 3, then this one will become 6 cm. So this part over here, AE will be 6 cm, right? So now I know this one already, then I can do area of triangle, half times base times height. So area will be half times base, which is 16, times the height, which is 6. Which gives me the answer 48 cm squared. Okay, have you gotten the concept? So we use our ratio, right? And then find similar triangle marks. So we find the height first. Next question. Rotational symmetry, order of rotational symmetry. This one is a square, right? So you might put your pen in the center and you turn it 360 degrees around to see how many times is the same. So in this case, it's quite obvious that I have four same sides, right? The rotation symmetry, you rotate 360 degree one round, you'll see it 4 times. So the order of rotation symmetry will be order 4. All right. Next, the diagonals of this square intersect. So if you want to draw the diagonals, okay, because it's a square, so it's very obvious that the diagonal intersect. The size of the angle between the diagonal is quite obvious that this is 90 degrees. But this is only true because it's a square where all the 4 sides are the same. Then you can form 90 degrees. If you have a rectangle, for example, or then they ask you to find the diagonals, right? The angle between them, it may not be 90 degrees, right? Then you can take a protractor and measure. Draw already, you take a protractor and measure. Okay. Next one, this is a rhombus. What's a rhombus? Rhombus is a slanted square, right? So it looks like a parallelogram, but it's a slanted square. And the sides of the rhombus must be equal, right? So they are so if you look at this one over here is diagonally. So 2 squares across. This one is like 1, 2, then go up 1 unit, right? So what I can have from the similar side from here, for A, I can also go up 1, 2, then 1 unit up. So the diagonal will be from this to this. Okay, so one side, complete the rhombus. Now I'm going to find the other one. Okay, this one over here is A to B. You notice is 1 on the horizontal, then go up 2 units. right? So from this point, I'm going to continue 1 on the left, A1 to the right, then go up by 2 units. So join to C. Right, and now I have a rhombus. Okay? Have you gotten the concept? Next one, question. Draw the line AC. So draw the line A to C. Right, A to C. What is the name given to the special triangle ABC? I was saying that a rhombus, all 4 sides are equal. So this one will be an isosceles triangle. So I need to know how to spell isosceles. Sometimes I also don't spell. ISOSCELES, triangle. Alright, so if you have 2 sides equal, it will be isosceles triangle. If you have all 3 sides equal, then you need to know how to spell equilateral triangle. Okay, sometimes they may also ask you special names, right? Like what are the different shapes, the special names you can, the common ones can be trapezium. Okay, how to spell trapezium? Trapezium, rhombus, parallelogram. All right. So do remember how to spell the names for these few different. Okay. Next question. Oh, this one. The infinity pool on the top of a Marina Bay Sands hotel contained, wow, so many liters of water. It tells me that 1 liter of water, 1 liter of water has a mass of 1 kg, right? So in this case, I got so many liters. It's definitely 1470123. The liters change to kg now. Right? Then they say 1 ton equals to 1,000 kilogram. Find the mass of water in pool in tons. So from ton to kilogram, I multiply by 1,000. If I want to change from kilogram to ton, I need to divide by 1,000. I'm going backwards. So I take this, I divide by 1,000 to give me 1,470 tons. Okay. Next, the surface area of the pool. So I have like a swimming pool. Okay, don't know lah. Swimming pool, don't know what is the depth. Okay, I don't know what's the depth. But they tell me the surface area of the pool. The area here is 2100 meter square. This one is in meters. Meter square is just the area, right? Now the depth of the pool is same throughout, and they tell you 1 meter cube is 1,000 liters. So this one I need to change my liters over here into meter cube first, right? So 1 meter cube is 1,000 liters. So if I want to change to liters to meter cube, I need to divide by 1,000. Need to divide by 1,000 to give me 1,470 meter cube. Now meter cube is volume. Volume is equals to the base area times in this case, is the depth of the pool, right? Times the height. Or usually it's base area times the cross-section area times the length, right? But in this case, the pool is this. So I know my volume is 1,470 meter cube already. My base area or the surface area of pool, 2100. Then what is this depth of the pool, right? So I need to divide. So 1,470 divided by 2,100 gives me the answer 0.7 meters. Okay, have you gotten the answer? So this one is in meter cube, this one meter square, this one be meter. Okay. Next one. Angle of elevation of point P from where? From the point G. So my man is down here at the point G. right? His line of sight is this. He look up, angle of elevation. So he look up. The angle of elevation is how many degree? 42 degrees, right? Then the point G is on the ground 2200 meters away. We need to find pH. How to use this one? In order to involve angle, whichever we need to use twa, ka, and so, right? But which one to use? Let's label first. This is my angle given to me. What is I need to find this. I must find this. So what is this side? Angle given to me. This side is my opposite. It doesn't touch the angle. So it's the opposite. This side is my hypotenuse, but got no number. So I don't really need to use my hypotenuse, right? Then next, I got my 220. I got the number 220. This is adjacent A. So in this case, I'm using O and A. O and A, that will be tangent. Okay? Tangent must go with the angle. Tangent 42. TO over A. O. O is this unknown pH. Over adjacent, the A is 220. Right? So in this case, what do? We cross multiply. You can, of course, type out the decimal place for tangent 42 degree. Also can, no problem. Or for me, I'm just lazy, so I'll just write tangent 42. So I'll take tangent 42 degree, the whole thing, times 220. Some of you might get different answer if you don't put your bracket properly. So please count your answers, right? If not, then you can actually press tangent 42 first. That will give you 0.900404. Okay, quite a number, a long list of numbers. Then you're going to multiply. Also can. Okay, but for me, I just put tangent 42, the exact number. Then I'll press this first, tangent 42 first. Then I multiply it with 220. That will give me 198.088. Then answer is not accurate, so not exact. I need to round to 3 6 8, 1 2 3. So that will give me 198 meters 3 6 8. Have you gotten the concept? Next question, write down the size of angle of depression of G from P. So from P. Now, a lot of students will tell me that this is the angle of depression. This is not correct. This is not the angle of depression. Angle of depression is equal to angle of elevation. So it's not this angle. What do you need to draw? You need to draw the line of sight, his eyesight. Okay, so there is a side that he's looking at. Then he turned and looked down, right? So this angle over here, angle of depression, is actually equal to, by alternate angle, is equal to 42 degrees, right? So if you do not know, angle of depression is always equals to angle of elevation, right? Angle of depression is equal angle elevation because of alternate angles, the letter Z over here, right? Alternate angles on parallel lines. So this question is a trick question. If you take 180 minus 90 minus 42, then you get the wrong answer. So it's actually just the number 42. Have you gotten the concept? Now our last question for the day, for this part of the paper. A Singapore River cruise boat leaves Clarke Quay every 30 minutes, starting from 9 a.m. all the way until 2230. Now you can use your calculator to help you do calculations. Am I right? So you can press 22 hours, 30 minutes, right? Minus away 09 hour 00 minute, right? I think your button may look like this one. I don't know. Then some of you, your button will look a little bit different. 0 something like that. or square, or they appear as square, okay? I'm not very sure. So what you can do, you can use your calculator to help you. If not, then you count manually. 22 hours, 30 minutes minus 09 hours, 00 minute. That will give me 13 hour, 30 minutes. So this is 13 hours, 30 minutes. Right? Every 30 minutes, it will make a departure. So for 13 hours, right, it will have 13. 1 hour will have 2 trips, right? Every 30 minutes, 1 hour got 2 halves, 2 of 30 minutes. So it'll be 13 times 2. That gives you 26. Then 30 minutes is 1 more trip. So in this case, it's 26 plus 1 to give you 27. Okay. Interestingly, right, if you are using 22 hours, 30 minutes minus 09 hours, 00 minute, you get this in your calculator, right? You can use this and you divide by 13 hour, 30 minute. You divide by 0 hour, 30 minute. You press divide by 0 hour, 30 minute. It should give you the number 27 also. Okay, interesting fact and shortcut, how you can use your calculator wisely. So you can divide this one with the time as well. So you can check. Okay, so either you can do it logically or you can use your calculator to help you. Next one, a cruise boat can hold a maximum of 45 passengers. Maximum is 45, but on average, the boat is only 2/3 full for each trip. So for one trip, right, I have only 2/3, 2/3 of 45 passengers. So 2/3 of 45 passengers, that means one boat, one trip only got 30 passengers. Then how many trips did I make per day? I use this answer over here. I got 27 trips, right? So the average number will be 30 times 27 will be 810 per day, one day. Have you gotten the concept? Next part. In 2004 and 2020, the fare for a child was $6 and $15. Find the percentage increase. So let me find the increase first. So the increase was 15 minus 16, $15 minus 16, 15 minus $6 is $9. Okay, but they want a percentage. So when they ask you to find the percentage, it means it's times 100%. Then on this part, you get a fraction, something divided by something. The percentage increase, the increase is 9, right? So I use the increase 9. So I take 9 over, I need to put down here my original value, right? Original value. So I need to use my original, 90 over the original. Which one is my original price? Before the increase, the original price. Is it $6 or is it $15? The original price is $6. So it's 9 over 6. Then you key this in your calculator. That will give you 150%. Have you gotten the answer? Next question. The adult fare in 2020 was $38, right? The exchange rate, there's an exchange rate over here, Singapore dollar to Malaysian ringgit. In 2020, how much did a Malaysian family of 2 adult and 2 children pay? So 2 adult is $38. So 38 times 2 gives me 76. 2 children, there are 2 prices for children. One is $6, one is $15, but it's in the year 2020. So it's $15. So 15 times 2, 30. Total price, 76. plus the D. 106 Sing dollar. But this is Sing dollar. 1 Sing dollar is 3.05 Malaysian ringgit. So 106 will means I take 3.05 times 106. And I get 3, no, not this, Malaysian ringgit. 323.30 Malaysian ringgit. Okay, have you gotten your answer? Okay, with that, we come to the end of this part of the paper 1. Right, please hope you study for your paper 1. Right, thank you for watching this video. Goodbye.